It's Sarah here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. This is coming out kind of late because I'm at almost 1,300. Well, that's going on. On Twitter, as a thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers, I am doing a giveaway with the artist who does most of my thumbnails, Emmy Paints. You can find it on the pinned tweet. It will be going on until August 20th of this year. So go follow the rules in that. Like, retweet, follow me and Emmy, and then post a picture of your OC, and you can get a free just full body and portrait sketch, well, not sketch, but art of your OC. So that's all. And now we go to our beautiful Q&A of all these questions that I have. All right, so first we're going to be starting off with what is my favorite music genre? With my favorite music genre, with my accent here, music genre. I like to go with a bit more bassy beats. So usually I find myself listening to Eurobeat, funk, or dubstep. Remixes and a lot. I do love trap music too, but there are some times where I just like to listen to some calming music, you know. I like to listen to a bit of Joe G to get my mind kind of in the sad mood, or the Guts theme to get even sadder. All right, yeah, and let's see, next one after that. What is your favorite movie genre and current favorite movie? Oh boy, I don't think I could do a favorite movie genre or favorite movie. Am I awful for saying I'm just a superhero nerd and I like watching science fiction stuff? My current favorite movies? Oh god, I want to separate it because my favorite animated movie would probably be Princess Mononoke, but my favorite live action movie was definitely going to be the new Dune movie, which I enjoyed so much. All right. Yeah. What's your favorite type of ASMR videos of others to watch? So I have a few lists of that stuff. Definitely scratching videos. I love a 3DO with little hook thing, scratching. I just love my itching of my brain because that's what I need. But I do love a good storyline, like a Goodnight Moon ASMR. They have this Bobblebrook series. It's a fantasy series, and I really recommend it. It's very nice. As well as I do watch Ephemeral Rift, who is science fiction ASMR. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, so those are my favorites. Will I show you my sketchbook sometime? Yeah, I think I will eventually. I have not just a sketchbook though. I have an entire briefcase full of art. I store it in a briefcase. I don't know why. It's just been something I've been doing since middle school. I got the sketchbook in the briefcase, and I have assorted papers over there on my shelf. What inspired you to become an ASMR artist / ASMR artist? Yeah. This is a one-take Jake, so we're just going to continue it. All right, so Wholesome Girlfriend did an ASMR video of a dragon girl, and the Bobblebrook series, all of it just I thought about it, I'm like, I have art of my characters. I can go do this stuff. So I was like, hey, I listen to stuff all the time. I'm totally interested in this stuff. I can make this stuff, and so I started doing it. All right, next. How do I come up with my ideas? Well, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge dungeon master for D&D, and not just D&D. There's other tabletop games I play, but I have a whole bunch of folders and stuff on my Instagram, which is private, of just art that I collected and art I thought about, every different kind of thing, weapons and all this stuff that I add together, armors that I like, and I make characters, reference sheets, and I make NPCs, and I give them personality traits and stuff, and I think about characters that I like to watch, such as one of my favorite characters from Bleach, Grimjow Jaggerjack, which we can see Azazel in clearly. And so I just come up with a hodgepodge of ideas of things I like and like to bring them into a character and think about how I would play them. What is your favorite holiday? Oh boy. Favorite holiday? My birthday. No, I'd probably have to say that my favorite holiday is definitely going to be Halloween. It's just easy for me to deal with. I like dressing up and stuff, and I like having fun. Wearing my armors and stuff is nice as well. Oh yeah, I haven't shown off my armors. I should do that. All right. Next one. Do you usually start with a story arc and the characters grow with it, or opposite? Create very detailed characters and then let them do their own thing. So, most of you might not know that I do improv for all my characters. I don't write scripts like other people, and I have the idea of what the characters are in my head. I have the picture reference sheet, which usually can have words on it, and I have my notepads on my iPhone. And with that, I create things. Like here, let me open up my iPhone and grab my little notepad and see what character things I have. Yeah, I have a gunslinger, Yuan-Ti pureblood, lawful evil, sadistic murderer. With some other pictures here. I can't really explain that one. I don't think I'm going to make that one soon, but maybe if people clamor for it. I have some other ideas for things, but usually I start with the character, and then I think about the story arc, and the story arc grows with the character. So I would say the first one, yeah. I start with the story arc of what I'm going to be doing, and the character grows with it. Next, how different it is to tell stories in audio roleplay / ASMR format? How much soundscapes and ASMR moments shape your stories and ideas? It is different because I have to assume what the listener is saying to me. I have to make that script in my head that I'm doing. Comparatively, when I'm writing other stories with people in Dungeons & Dragons, where it's a collaborative effort, this is single. So I am writing this entire story by myself. No one else is here helping me. And I get to decide how the story is going, which is a blessing and a curse because I like to improv with other people. So it's great, but also I don't like it as much because I really want to play D&D with people. Alright, next. Do you write everything down or method act as the characters in the moment? Practice from D&D games? Practice, yeah. I method act everything, you know. With the crying. Apparently I'm really good at crying. It's what you guys are saying. It's so hard to actually... I don't know why. I'm not sad. Alright. Those are all the questions from YouTube. So, I do have a Twitter, and beginning of the video with all the stuff, you can go get yourself a chance to win a free drawing and stuff. So let me just move. We're scrolling down now. Alright, from Twitter. How many pets do you have? 0. I don't have any pets. I might get a dog next year. That is just a thing that may happen. Alright, what's the story behind your name? Tessera. Tessera is a translation, kind of, because I like to make characters' names through translations of other languages, like other famous authors and whatnot, because I remember looking at it because I wanted something that meant close to D&D, and I translated some D&D terms, and I got Tessera. So it's just a translation from other languages that I like to do. Favorite video game? Oh, that's easy. That's Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I will play that one for hours, and I would love to stream it. I would stream it PNG where you guys can just watch me go wizard build, because I've never done that wizard build before, and I need to. Alright, what kind of microphone do you use? I use a Blue Yeti Pro thing that is just on my table. Usually I move it to the side, off, away from the computer so I don't get the fucking fan noises, and I like to noise reduction, but yeah, Blue Yeti, because I can adjust it and get both sides of how it sounds with binaural audio and stuff. Favorite artwork I've done. Okay, well, I did a piece for myself of one of the gods of my world, and I might do a video with him eventually. He's on the list. It'll take some time for me to actually do that though. And I felt really proud about that because the armor is based off of Dark Souls 2, the Faram set. So, yeah. What started your ASMR journey? I wasn't interested in ASMR at first. I was listening to Bob Ross though, to fall asleep. I like to listen to things. I used to listen to 40k lore to fall asleep too, but ran out of those for a bit, and I was like, let's just listen to some Bob Ross. It's nice and calming. And with there, I was just listening to it, and eventually just woke up at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I looked at my phone, and someone named Seafoam Kitten ASMR was playing like this Alien series. It was really weird, but I was like, that sounds nice. And so I just started diving into it. I got visual sounds, GB, JoJo, all these like huge ASMR artists, and I was just like, I like all this stuff. I'm gonna continue listening to all of it. Favorite character genre to play? I like to be a more, I don't like pulling out my deep voice a lot. I don't like it. I like doing my more upbeat, happy tone like this. It's just fun for me, so that's why I like to play. Any character that has a higher pitched voice, I enjoy. Yeah. Best toppings on pizza. Pepperoni, jalapenos. It's my go-to. Always go-to. What food would you like to be turned into? What food would I... Turn me into a pasta. People will enjoy me at least. They can come here however they'd like to. Fucking hell. Is water wet? So, being wet is to be covered in water. You can't just be covered in yourself, though. So water is not wet. In my opinion, it is not wet. Alright. That's just my opinion on the entire matter of that. Alright, so if you go to Jupiter, will you get more stupider? I mean, it can't get worse than what I already am. So, I'll shoot for the stars. Would you carry me on your shoulders if I asked politely? I mean, depends how politely. Are we just gonna do a piggyback ride? I may be strong and I work with metal all day, but I don't know if I want to do that. Do you play TTRPGs or video games? If so, which one? So I started playing D&D 3.5, and then from there I went to D&D 2nd Edition, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. And from there I went to a different TTRPG called the Palladium Role-Playing Fantasy Games, also known as Rifts, Ninjas and Super Spies, and Robotech. And those are some of the crunchiest TTRPGs you'll ever play. And video games, I play all the time. I'm stuck in a fucking TFT craze right now, but League of Legends being a piece of shit. Yeah. What's your kink? My kink is kink shaming. So tell me your kink. I will kink shame you in the comments. Am I submissive? No, not often. I'm just a quiet boy sometimes. I'm an extrovert. So, yeah. Your opinion on spending a lot of money on clothes. I think it's worthless. I don't like drip. I'll just wear a hentai shirt and be okay with it. Do you have a best date scenario? Oh, best date scenario is definitely just ordering food and staying at home, playing video games. I would love to just play a single game and we switch off playing games. Just a single player games, we laugh and just eating some Panda Express maybe. Some Chinese food. Or maybe we just order pizza and watch movies, because I'm behind on movies, because I'm lazy about watching them. That's even worse, because you're supposed to be lazy and watch TV, but I'm not lazy watching TV. I'm lazy doing work. I'm just doing all the work instead of lazying out. Alright. What's your best love memory? I went over my best love memory on Twitter. Long story. Basically in middle school I met a girl, and then I didn't see her again until like senior year in high school. And it was like, oh, and we remembered each other and we dated. So yeah. It was an anime moment really, because I kissed them to shut them up from crying, and that was the start to the relationship for that. Curse words I use often. I feel like people think I'm Australian because I use the word cunt a lot. And hey, cunt! I call my friends cunt all the time. Boy, cunt. But I make it sound American though, and just terrible. People are like, did you just say the C word? It's like, oh yeah. I don't see a reason why not to. But usually you'll see me being more family friendly for some reason. I don't know, using curse words as of recently, not really interested into it. What's it like to be so beautiful? Careful, you're gonna activate my god complex, alright? How would you deal with a first date disaster? A first date disaster. I had a first date disaster. Oh my god, there was this girl in high school that I went on a date with. We went swimming and stuff, and I started walking back home, but she was so lazy. She didn't want to fucking walk like a mile. And she would complain the entire time, and I was like, hey, we're not a good fit here. I don't understand why it's so hard just to walk. And then another one I had, I don't like sports, and so I decided to go on a date with a girl in high school to a basketball game. And yeah, I said thank you for the date and stuff, and then I proceeded to not bring up going to a date ever again with them. They didn't ask about it, and I was like, oh, whatever. I just don't want to talk about it because I'm not a fucking sports person. All right. Next. Do you have a guilty pleasure? What is it? Guilty pleasure? God, I listen to just a whole bunch of theater songs. I just sing along and stuff. And I'm often on my phone about them. I don't really guilty pleasures, I would say, but I don't. I think some theater people are a bit weird. And so when I listen to music from musicals, they're just like, oh my god, you're in musicals? No, it's kind of annoying. Favorite foods? Oh, frickin' frick. Carbs-based pasta, cheesy stuff, you know. It's my favorites. If you could pick one non-OP superpower, what would it be? Oh, non-OP? Oh. I mean, non-OP is quite... I mean, teleportation's nice. Like jumper. I'd like jumper. That'd be nice. If you could visit any country, which and why? I would love to visit Japan and go to some hot springs and whatnot and visit Hokkaido. Yeah, I don't want to go to fucking Tokyo. I want to go to Hokkaido because I'm cultured. Favorite seasons? Winter and fall. I die in the summer and spring. What's your favorite character archetype to play and write? Oh, another one of these ones. Yeah, to write and stuff. I love making villains. Like sadistic villains, because it's fun to torture my players as a villain. And let's see. Is there a specific reason your character wears what they wear? Yes! Tessera wears his magical hat. It's a hat of wizardry, which allows him to cast any cantrip as long as he can correctly do the hand gestures for it. So he can cast any cantrip he needs to. And his corset is a corset of gender change. So take that as what you will. Let's see. More. Is there a secret lore related to the reason you have heterochromia, or is it just the character design? The eyes! Yes! So yeah, there is some stuff to that. With that, Tessera is a Nephilim. Half Aasimar and half Tiefling. From a noble family that was smited off the planet due to their hubris to the gods. They are adopted though, so you know, they're just trying to make their adopted parents happy. So yeah, let's see what we got here. You get a few more, scroll down. What are rules you have when you act or record? Rules? Well, right now I have a thing where I'm trying not to fucking tap the fucking mic all the time. And trying to not stumble over words all the time. Like, you might notice that when I'm nervous sometimes, I'll say quite. And I'm in character, I say quite. So I try not to pick those up, and I have my own list of things I like to not do. Do I like cats? I am allergic to cats. I will die. My eyes puff up and I start sneezing. So, no. If you could only have one thing in life, what would it be and why? My phone! I need the internet. I need things to do. Why would I not want to do anything else? It's just... I could do everything with my phone, really. I could record on my phone. I could take pictures on my phone. I could go to the internet on my phone and stuff. It's just... I don't feel like anything else is super important. Well, people are important, but that's the different thing. We're talking about objects here. That's what I'm thinking. Because people are different than objects, and I don't want to, like, throw them into that bed. But yeah. These are all the QnA questions. I'm sorry if you hear that little snapping. That's me playing with my phone as we talk, because I have ADHD. Thank you all for getting me to... I was going to say 1,000 subscribers, but we're past that already, aren't we? Yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, we panicked here. Oh, great. Thank you for 1,300. We passed it. Good job, me. All right. That's it. Thank you all for watching. And have a good day, evening, night, afternoon.